last couple of days? Have you settled on a group that you'll put over the board tonight with hope of having some success, obviously?
We'll start one way. I don't know
Yeah.
if we'll finish that way, but we'll start that way and see how it goes.
How much of those combinations help with what you were talking about the other night with helping your best players be your best players?
Well, some of it is trying to find the right combinations for that. Some of it is, maybe getting into a power play too, or getting into special team situations where if you have guys spread out in different areas of lines and you got a power play, sometimes it's not easy to get them together. Maybe you got to wait a little bit. So this way, hopefully, we can keep those guys together.
Is it combinations that help that work, or is it individuals, playing their best game every night, or is it maybe a combination of both?
Well, the reason why you're a line is sometimes you get help from two other guys, and as a defensive pair, you're playing as a group of two, and sometimes that player can help you get better too. So it is trying to get guys that can complement and help each other, and maybe past successes. So you're looking at a lot of different things, but we should approach every game as far as teammates as trying to help our teammate out, make them better.
Have you, I'm sure you've shared with them what you shared with us about being the best player. How was that message received by guys who you think should be your best players?
I don't understand what you're saying. The message.
You told us that the best players need to be the best players. I'm sure you've shared that message with them as well.
I have not.
Have not? Okay. Well, scratch that one. Let's talk about Kevin Cannon and what he has brought to your team and what you hope to continue to get out of him.
Well, still want to see more. Guy that can skate, puck skills, see the ice. But to me, it's still, he's only played 2 games. I still think there's more to his game that I think we'll see as we move along here. But what we like is versus big teams that can skate, he has a speed that can keep up, and then he's strong enough to get in and battle against these big guys and get the puck stopped.
You want to have lines 1 through 4 going, but are you expecting that top line to maybe carry the team, or one of the lines to carry the team and get you over the hump?
You're always looking at somebody. It can be anybody at any point. And we talk about leadership, and anybody can lead. It doesn't have to be the guys with A's on. You don't have to sit and wait for them to go out and do it. It can be one guy. It can be a group of guys. It can be a set of defensemen. It can be a forward line. And what we need is a collective group coming together and try to get everybody to drive it. But I know that's not going to happen on every night. So you're looking at who's going to drive it. Who's going to drive it tonight? Is it Ryan? Are we waiting for Ryan to do it because he's got the most points for us? Are we waiting for a guy like Jared Bowl to go out and do it and get us physically into the game? And to me, it's all wrong if we're sitting and waiting for somebody else to do it. And that's why I said anybody can lead. You got to take it upon yourself when you're going over the boards that I'm going to help drive this thing.
What's the one thing, or the most important thing you want to see out of Alexander Wenberg tonight?
I just want him to be a good player. Do what he does best. He's a smart player that can skate.
Nothing changes in his role tonight?
Well, I don't think he can. We want him to be something he's not. He's a smart young player that can skate. So do that.
How do you see this matchup with Winnipeg for the first time this year?
Well, the matchup, looking at the clips and getting ready, preparing for these guys, they got depth on their roster up front, talent, and big and fast. And judging by again the clips, they play their defensemen tight in the offensive zone, try to make it difficult for you to exit or have clean breakouts. So we're going to have to manage puck, win battles, and we're going to put pucks areas and try to get them in foot races. And the other aspect of their team is they got some defensemen on the back end that are big and can skate. So we got to be ready to skate tonight because I think it's going to be a fast game.
How would you describe the start that Matt Calvert has had for you guys, Tom?
The start of Matt Calvert?
For this
Well, he's been injured a little bit, so I think it's been tough for him to get into a rhythm. Training camp, he looked explosive again. He looked quick and fast, and I think the injury has set him back a little bit. He's starting to get back there. His last 2 games since he's come back into the lineup, he's provided some good speed and energy for us.
What do you think that experience in the playoffs will
Do for him?
Yeah.
I think experience like that is just help young guys grow, and I also think it's great motivation. It helps drive your career. And what I mean by that is anytime you have success and you play in big games and environments, that's what you want every year. And so again, that's the motivation and the drive.